We are back and Hockey Nation live with Coach Frenchy and Michael Devellano about game number 6 between Colorado Avalanche versus Dallas Star. And for any expert or people that have a passion about the game, who said this morning, who would
Uh,
predict Michael Hutchinson's going to win a two-game back-to-back in NHL?
and he
Um,
stopped like 30 shots. What did he stop? 27?
28.
28 shots.
Yep. The shot, first of all, the score is 4-1 for at Colorado Avalanche, and that push that series at the limits with a 7 game it's coming. But yeah, Dallas have 28 shot, Avalanche 24, 50-50. One thing was surprised me, 0-5 for Colorado and power play. Uh,
Yeah.
Usually they are pretty, they miss, they have a chance to score at the beginning of the first period with two power play, they made 3 power play back to back to back, and they did not do it. Um, Star continues to hit everybody, 45 hits, um,
And Dallas blocked a lot of shots.
26 versus 18. Um, you know, um, they sent, they
I
stepped up and
I was gonna say, like, what we saw from Colorado was what they needed to do. They played every shift at a high tempo. A tempo I don't think I've seen from that whole team. It's like I would describe it as McKinnon's tempo because every shift McKinnon plays that tempo and everybody was at top speed. It was pretty impressive. And
yep.
unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with Landeskog. It looked like he was hurt, so that's bad news for Colorado. But I mean, what I saw tonight was friggin' impressive. And kudos to Michael Hutchison. I don't think he's had such a good game since he played for the Barrie Colts
I agree with you.
uh,
We have
13 years ago.
what I mean. It's really nice to see him performing, and sometimes, he deserved maybe that because he was a hard time at the beginning of the year with Toronto. I think that sometimes with Toronto, he was not always, him. It is what it is. So he go through a lot of adversity all year long. He moved from Toronto to Florida, back to Colorado, and I'm happy for him at the end of the day. But again, the only thing I was wrong today is, it's always 7, 8, 9 goal. I was never expect a defensive
Four
game
goals,
between
five goals.
two of them, right? I think the turnover is the third goal at the beginning of the third period. One Red didn't score. When the game become 3-1, I see completely that not the shift, but I believe like really like more like Colorado was more in control about the game, and Dallas honestly they tried, but it was not good enough for that part over there. I'll be honest with you, the momentum is shift to Colorado right now.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think obviously they dominated that game. They squeaked out the last one. I think all bets are off now. It's a one game series. Dallas have played real well at times. This is the first time we've seen Dallas get outplayed and not by much. Like Dallas played well. Like it's not like
I
they
don't
played.
say they don't play well. I just said
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I think it's even now, right? It's legitimately even in 3-3, but it's also like it's anyone's thing to take.
what
And they're gonna come out,
what I
it's gonna
was
be
saying
like
to you,
war.
I can say to you is when I say the momentum is because now you have no excuse about Gruber, Eric Johnson, Calvert. You know what I mean? Like no, it's let's take dogs. You know
Yeah,
what?
they've
We
proven
don't
they can
care.
win
We
without
just have
them
to go finish a
for
job,
sure.
everything like that. Now, if this series turn around and now turn to be like win by Colorado, it was going to be question the decision of Rick
Bishop.
Barnes or the Dallas Star, or we point the coach because he's the coach, but maybe it's a decision as a team together put Bishop during the fifth, during the
Made no sense.
sixth
It
game,
was just
yeah.
a bad choice.
So we'll see what happened there. Just a little bit more stat for the game. Again, Miro Eskenen scored his fifth for the playoff, and then Koreanov find a way to get an assist on that game. He's continuous what I think he's 14 point if I remember. So it's pretty good playoff for him. They scored at the end of the third period, and then at the first period, and then what chance they bring you was good for Colorado. They come back 2 minutes later, almost 2 minutes, like 1:55. Nikita Zatarov, he saw the third
He played
goal.
great.
Yeah, you have a very good game. I agree with you with that. So
And he
Zatarov
crushed, what's
scored,
his name, Janmark.
and then Kel Mecker had the winning goal during the second period at 7:48. A pass on Girard and
And
Rademanen.
he was like on a mission, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree with you. Um, the he played over 20. He played tonight, Mike. He played 32 minutes.
Wow. No
32 minutes.
overtimes, people. Like that's 32 out of 60 minutes. Like that's insane.
Yeah. Um,
Can he do that one more game? Does he
do,
have to do that one more game?
do you know what he did not dress tonight? It was Kevin Connaughton.
Yeah. I mean,
Another player we don't know he's hurt now is Jonas Donskoy. Donskoy.
oh my God. See, this is the playoffs in the NHL. Like it's rough. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
you remember he was hurt at the beginning, the first round.
Yeah.
And then he missed a
I
couple of
didn't
games.
even
He
notice
come
that.
back, and then he's out again. And finish this like the big players show up at the third period. Mikko Rantanen is 7 of the playoff with again. McKinnon is a machine. Another 2 points. Now he's like 14, the 14,
So good.
15 straight. Um,
20
and
yeah, apparently the last guy to get 25 points was Gretzky, like
yeah,
in 13 games.
and then
So that's how
McCarr
crazy.
become the first rookie defenseman now in NHL.
I mean, at the beginning of all of this, like I really thought Colorado would go to the final. Like that was kind of my pick before the injuries.
Yeah,
I still think the injuries are not, they're overcoming it, and that's great. They're going to add up at some point if those guys don't come back and play the way they're capable of. But man, what an impressive night! I mean, two
yeah.
impressive nights, really.
Bonus play his full line average. Everybody play more at 11 minutes for Dallas. Cogliano and
I
wow.
mean, Cogliano can play, like, but I mean,
Do you
listen,
want do you want to get a
this is a game
stat?
of matchups, right?
Do you want
If
a
you're rolling your lines, like, give me a break. Like, at some point, McKinnon and McCarr are going to kill you.
okay? But check this. Cogliano 11 minutes. Como 11 minutes. Do you know who's the next player at 12 minutes?
Sagan?
Koreanov. Koreanov.
Really?
Yep.
Why? What? Like, what is this guy doing
Yep. Do you know who has the most minute tonight?
for Dallas?
Yep.
Like on forward or
On
overall?
forward.
Pavelski or Perry?
If you find that guy, I will just fall in my chair.
Who was it?
I will give you one more chance.
It's neither of those guys.
What?
Radulov?
No, Jen Mark.
I was gonna say Janmark. I kept seeing him on the ice, but like, come on, what are you doing?
20 minutes. He plays 17 minutes and 3 minutes on power on shot and he's the most player employee by Barnes in that game. And you're losing 3-1 at 2-1 at the beginning of the third period. Sorry if I don't get it. I
What
apologize,
the
but
fuck is going on with this guy's like line matchups?
I
Give me a
don't know.
break.
It's
Like
something I don't
Janmark
know.
was a
You know what I mean?
throw-in from Detroit for like a fifth pick or something. Like you can't like expect to win when the other team's rolling 32 minutes from McCarr. You got Nathan McKinnon on the ice at least 20% of 20 of the 60 minutes at least, right? Oh, let me throw Matthias Janmark at you.
So
What am I thinking? But you know what the problem is? And so the question is, are Ben and Sagan not producing because they're not being used right? Or are they just pouting? Or what the hell is going on? Because
okay,
these guys traditionally are very consistent players.
Ben is the seventh player forward with the less time. He's 6 over a guy in front of him. Seguin is the sixth. So they have 5 guys in front of them. They are Radulov, Hans, Dickinson, Pavelski, Jen Mark, in front of them.
So I'm trying to think like if I'm coaching Dallas, what am I doing? Like I would, Sagan may not be my favorite player, but he's a horse. If you put pressure on him and say, "Listen, go do it," and you keep putting him out there and keep putting him out there, and if you tell Ben, "I expect more of you, go play again," that's what you do with players like that.
Yep. No, I
You
don't.
like you push them and they'll respond, right? It's like,
Yes.
come on, man, you're the leader, prove it, right? You put pressure on a guy like that, he will produce. No, you bury him. You're putting Matthias Janmark on the net on the
So
ice.
that's. I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised. The
That's one
management,
mismanagement at
the
the time.
time
They just like
management, the game is not there at all. I don't
that's
know, but
damn
that's me.
bad.
Yeah, that's
That's
something we
bad.
have to. Anyway, we just want to show up tonight, kind of talking about a little bit the game number 6 and the Dallas Star, and we're going to go back tomorrow again live at 11 a.m. and that's a little bit shocking. It's
I'm
fun. I
sorry.
love
It's
it.
like
I love
mismanagement.
to get Colorado because we want Colorado to get there. But it's fun to see with Michael Hutchinson, honestly.
Yeah,
So
good on Michael Hutchison.
yeah,
I don't think Khudobin played bad at all.
no,
I think
no, you have two great.
Dallas did play a good game.
Yeah,
When you look at that, in the end, you got to play your best players the most, and if they're not producing, that's on them.
I'm shocking right now. It's like wow. If you
If
even
anything, like how much did Pavelski play?
you play the most after John Mark. So yeah, Pavelski with him and John Mark was the most on that team over there. And then after that, you have to go with Dickinson.
What?
Yeah, John Mark, Pavelski, and Dickinson.
Jason Dickinson.
And that's not including those three guys I just mentioned to you. That's not including their time on PK because they have the most time with Cogliano and PK. They play over 3 minutes each one of them. So that gives
You
you an
think it's just because of the peak, like the power
no.
play?
It's not including. It's plus after that. So with at the PK, they play about like 20 minutes each one of
Listen,
them.
I am available if you need me to run your bench. I'm more than capable of running that bench.
I don't know. He was a little
Like
bit strange.
that's like that team's been cooking.
Yep.
Again, they didn't play bad, but I mean, when you look at that, you're like, what are you doing?
Yep. So anyway, so it was just a little bit, we're going to do a little bit more like on YouTube channel. You guys have more like a short video about update or a trade like Montreal today or a game like this. When we have a chance, we're going to pop up here. So thanks again to join us and keep subscribed at the Hockey Nation Live. And I look forward to see you, Mike, tomorrow morning,
See you in the morning.
11 a.m. Eastern Time.